Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will discuss in detail how to prepare invitation letter for visitor visa or super visa for your parents, grandparents, friends or other family members. If you want to apply for visitor visa, you can find a video link in description where I have discussed step-by-step process for visitor visa. You can find each and every detail how to file a visitor visa. Before we go ahead, please do subscribe to my channel so that you guys don't miss any future updates. So let's go ahead. So if you're looking at this invitation letter, this is the letter I prepared for my parents when I wanted to apply their visitor visa for Canada. Before we go ahead, I will go to Canadian website where we will find all the details for invitation letter, which is mentioned by Canadian government that you need to take care of those things while preparing invitation letter. So let's go ahead. So open your Google browser and search here invitation letter Canada and click here on first link. So it will take you to this website here. So here you see that the person you are inviting. So you need to have this information for the person you are inviting to Canada. For example, your parents, your friends or family member, whoever you want to sponsor to Canada. So you need to provide these all information for them. For example, their complete name, date of birth, phone number, relationship to the inviter, purpose of the trip, how long they want to stay in Canada, where they will stay, and who will pay for them when this person will leave Canada. The person who is living in Canada, who is inviter, has to provide all information inside invitation letter. For example, his or her complete name, date of birth, again address, job, what he's doing in Canada. You need to provide what is your status in Canada. If you are sponsoring your parents or grandparents on super visa, then additionally inviter has to provide this information as well. In addition, if you are sponsoring your parents or your grandparents on super visa to Canada, then you need to provide this information as well in your invitation letter. Let's go back to invitation letter. So this is how an invitation letter looks like. So I will go here one by one. How did I prepare this letter when I wanted to invite my parents to Canada? So let's go ahead. So here you need to mention which state you're living here. So you need to mention here who you want to sponsor here. For example, your father name here, your mother name here. In bracket, you need to mention here your relation. So here application for visit to Canada under visitor visa scheme. So here you need to mention here your name and your date of birth, your passport number here, and your present address. So you need to provide here your present address where you live. Then you need to declare here in point 1 you need to provide here what is your status in Canada and what is your occupation in Canada. So you need to mention here what is your status in Canada, permanent resident, work permit, student permit, whatever is your status, you need to mention here what is your job profile, which company you work for, what is your title. Then you need to provide here your contact number. After that, in second paragraph here, you need to provide information for the invitee, that your parents or your friend, family member, whoever you are inviting to Canada, then you need to provide here with their date of birth, their full name, they are citizen of which country, and then you need to provide their passport number. Same for your father, same for your mother. Any person you are inviting to Canada, you need to provide here information, and then you need to provide here present address of the applicant here. So let's go ahead. In third paragraph, you need to provide why they want to visit to Canada. So here you need to mention in detail that what is their reason for visit in Canada. There could be many reasons. It could be for convocation. Then you need to explain that I want to invite my parents to Canada because it is my convocation and it is very important day in my life and I want them to be part of my life. So you need to mention here those details here. In my case, what I did here, that I told that they want to come to Canada in summer and we want to spend some quality time together. We have plans to visit different parts of Canada and to celebrate many things together. So here then you need to provide here their duration of stay, that from which date to which date they will stay in Canada. Along with, I said that my brother and sister are living in India, and once their stay is over, they will return back to them. The reason I mentioned this line here because I want to tell visa officer that they have very strong ties back home and they will return back to India. So here again you can mention here that you take responsibility that before their visitor visa expires, they will return back to their country. And you can also mention that they will be using their own funds to finance their trip to Canada. So in this paragraph, I tried to mention here that parents will be taking care of their expenses in Canada, for example, boarding, medical, transportation, whatever expenses they have during their stay in Canada, they will be taking care of that. So in number 7, again, I have mentioned that they have enough funds in their accounts to support their visit to Canada. I have also shown income proofs and all other properties in favor to support their visit to Canada. So again, you need to mention here your parents' name here, and then once it's done, then inviters, then you need to put your signatures here. Inviter's signature you need to sign here. Then you need to mention here your city and date here. It is always good to notarize before you apply for visitor visa. I will share this word copy of this invitation letter which you can download from inside description. In case you have any question, you can comment in description box. I will definitely reply there. So finally, please do subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any future update. Thank you very much.